Hi, good morning, guys. How are you guys doing this morning? You guys are having a great day. Let me just throw the date in this. Today's date is December 17th, 2025. I hope you guys are having a fantastic day. Get ready for the Christmas festivity that you guys are preparing for. But this is a little different than what I normally do when it comes to my content, but I want to put this out there. And first and foremost, guys, I can't tell anyone how to raise their kids. I will get on record and say I don't have any. All right. One day, hopefully, God blessing, I might get myself a couple of them. But for now, I don't have any. Now, but the reason why I'm doing this video is because I've done a lot of research and see what's basically unfolding. The illiteracy of what's really unfolding when it comes to the younger generation, the millennials and the Gen Zs. And as a parent, I'm letting you know what's really happening. Okay. Again, I can't tell you how to raise your kid. That is completely up to you. But I can tell you one thing. If your kid can't read, if your child, male or female, can't comprehend what they're reading or can't read nothing or can't even do basic math, I will get on record and say you failed as a parent. I don't care the amount of toys you got for him or her, where you take them on vacation, what you bought. I don't care. The simple fact that a kid cannot read is very bad. Now, the reason why I'm saying this, guys, also been doing a lot of research on the failure of small business in this, especially in the U.S. Now, there was another article on a YouTube channel called Economic something. Economic Forum. I don't know the exact name, but they did an article on the failure of small business in the U.S. and they came up with a number of 2,500, and it's completely wrong. That's actually a threshold. When you reach 2,500, they don't need to report it anymore. And digging further into the root cause of why these business are failed it by the younger generation that are creating these establishments, these LLC, is one simple fact. I'll let you guess. It's simply because they cannot read. I'm not gonna lie to you. They didn't do their due diligence properly. And they've over leveraged themselves, meaning take on more debt. So I brought that up because, to say this: if your child can't read, there's a good chance when him or her go into the real world to open up a business, they're gonna fail because they're not gonna have the actual the correct knowledge of what to do and how to do their research. They're not gonna have any form of interest of reading at all. They're just gonna do the basic, hoping it work out, and that's not good. Another article that caught my attention, which was kind of crazy. Now, I did Google it, and another article saying it's speculation. I really don't think it is. 6 out of 10 students in college that are studying for whatever they're studying for, the job that they're studying for will be replaced by AI. I would say around 2029 to 2030. 6 out of 10. Basically, what they're taking out a loan and they're going to college for a field that's not going to be there in 3 to 4 years. So there's a high possibility they have to try and figure something out. A lot of them are going to start small business. And honestly, if you can't read or comprehend nothing, there's a 99.9% of the time you're going to fail. And the banking institution is banking on that. They're banking on the fact that you're illiterate, financially illiterate. Because when you go to the bank to take out that loan to start that small business and put up any form of collateral, that bank already know that you're going to fail. and they're going to sweep in and take everything, and you're going to lose. So they're banking on the fact that your child is an illiterate. I'm sorry to come off like that once again, parents. I'm doing this out of love. I'm not bashing any parent out there. But I tell you one thing, if your child can't read, you have failed as a parent. Another statistics I'm going to bring forward in this video is that 9% of the gifts that actually go under the Christmas tree are books. 91% of the rest of it, it's pure crap. I'm sorry to say it like that, but it's true. You're talking about devices, clothing they don't need. You get my point. Only 9% actually add, actually, what's under the tree, 9% of it is what will help a child from not being illiterate. Only 9%. While 91% is just what keep them illiterate. You get where I'm going with this video, right? So, as a guy with no kids, I'm making this video with pure love, letting parents know, listen, the public school system is not what you think it is. I'm going to run some more numbers on this video that's going to blow your mind. And this is something not just in the west, in the western part of the world. This is a global crisis. But here in the US, 70% of kids, I would say close to 65% to 70% of the kids in ninth grade cannot do basic math, meaning 5 plus 5, 3 times 2, 10, 10 minus 8, stuff like that. They can't do it. If they don't get a calculator or a phone to do this on the phone, they can't do it. Ninth grade, guys. The reason why these kids cannot do basic math is very simple. It all boils down to the fact that they cannot read. So as a parent, I'm urging you. I'm hoping that this Christmas, get your kids what they need. They don't need 10 pairs of shoes. They don't have to have the newest cell phones. They don't have to have the best e-bikes. They don't have to have none of that, because where I live, all my neighbors, their kids got the most gadgets. I'm not going to lie to you. It's so insane. It boggles my mind. Kids in high school got the newest phones. And these phones are close to $2,000, and parents are buying for them. And they cannot read. Parents, help your kids to read, because this public school system is not helping them to read at all. So I'm urging you. The illiteracy is getting out of control. And what I'm foreseeing in the future, you've seen the movie Idiocracy, right? It's already here. I don't want your child to fall in that group of people that really don't know how to read. If they don't know how to read, they don't know how to run a business, chances are they're not going to do their due diligence on how to become a better person for self-development, read things to become a better person in certain areas of their life to help themselves. They're not going to do none of that. They're going to live their entire lives on emotions. They're going to be driven by how they feel. Am I feeling that if I feel this way today, so I'm going to be this person. I feel this way tomorrow. So they have no form of intellect and how to make proper decisions, because they cannot read. So I'm urging parents, Christmas is a week away. Buy them some books. Buy them some books. Buy them some form of material that actually help them to be able to actually read. Okay? I'm doing this because I just want you parents to be aware the school board is not helping. So you need now to step up and become a parent and make sure your kid can read. Thank you for always watching my video.